I wasn't sure this was going to work. Last time I tried to go live, I didn't seem to have everything ready. All right, I just wanted to go live and pull 3 cards for today. So just take a deep breath in, close your eyes, and what number is drawing your attention? 3, 2, or 1? I'll pull 3 cards. Okay, message number 1 will be the waiting game. This is an emotions card. You see the person just kind of standing there waiting for time to go by. It's like, will winter ever be over? Is spring ever coming? The waiting game. It's the second time this has come up for me personally in the last couple of weeks, because this is kind of what I felt like. I kind of in limbo. The limbo of winter, the limbo of in-between stages, life chapters, because the last few pages have been quite uplifting, uprooting. I came into some health issues and was quite literally so exhausted. I couldn't find a job. Forcing myself to get up and go outside and go for a walk every day. Forcing myself to do that. The rest of the day, physically, emotionally, drained, exhausted. And I couldn't figure out how to lift it. I couldn't move it. I couldn't shake it. And so, I ended up losing everything. Everything. I walked away from all of my things. Just the basic, bare essentials, down to a couple of totefuls of things, a couple of suitcases full of things, and that's what I have left. And I kept trying to connect with my guides, with my spirit angels, and it was just like blank. It was just exhaustion and blank. Exhaustion and blank. And I was waiting for like the fog to lift, for some sort of break in the darkness, in the heaviness in my heart, in my mind, in my body, in my soul, in my life. It was like cement. And it was just like life was just pushing me in one direction, and I didn't want to go there. I really didn't want to go there, but that's where I ended up, was having to leave the province that I was in and go to my daughter's. I had nowhere else to go. And a lot of people were asking me, why are you so resistant to going there? And there was just something underneath that my soul didn't want to go there. It did and it didn't. So long story short, things aren't great there. And now I am counting my blessings that I was forced to go there, and that I did lose everything, because it was with nothing in hand. And, that was the only way that I would be able to really get into their home and be there and know exactly what was happening there. Because for the last few years, I just got it's fine, everything's wonderful. But every fiber of my being and my soul told me that was not true. So when things manifested the way they did, and life forced me and her to be together. And then I could see just exactly what it was happening there in her world. And fast forward, I'm not there now. It wasn't safe for me to be there. It wasn't a good place for me to be. And I had to phone a friend and ask if I could come and stay with them. So currently, that's where I'm at. Starting life all over. From scratch. So yeah, the waiting game. What's next between that last chapter and what's going to be brought in the new chapter? In the Chinese astrology, they say this last year has been the year of the snake. And I can tell you, I shed a lot of skins. I went through a lot of layers. I lost a lot of different masks and personalities. And the message the whole time through was to learn, to listen and learn by what was being left behind, what was being forced to be left behind. And to know that if you're being forced to let it go, that you didn't need it. You can live without all sorts of things, right? So this is the chapter that I have been going through. So therefore, I have not been posting on social media or much of anything. I kind of pulled back from everybody in the entire world because, when you're hurting and you don't know what's going on, you're not going to shout that from the rooftops. So, if you too were drawn to number 1 and you can relate to the emotional field of the waiting game, the message is to trust that things that are better suited for you are going to be lining up for you. So the key is to focus on being grounded, and finding that calming, grounding peace within yourself. And then from there, to gently think about some things. Maybe one seed you want to plant in next year's garden. Maybe just one seed. Maybe 2, maybe 3. Don't give yourself any pressure, but we need something positive to focus on and to put some positive energy on. We can't just be blank. We need to maybe just let ourselves soften up a little bit and say, well, if I could start all over fresh and, go anywhere and do anything, well, what am I interested in? Give yourself the option of maybe trying something completely, totally different and new that you've never done before. And maybe that's what the new year, the fire horse, is going to be bringing for you. So take some time and heal from the rawness of losing everything in the past year, but also count the blessings of the lightness and the knowing that whatever was shed or released will no longer serve you, and it's just making room for something, someone, or somewhere new. So don't be afraid of the waiting part, the in-between chapters, the winter time. We all have those seasons in our lives, and acknowledge the importance of every season. Rest and get ready for spring. Don't try to be too busy in the dead of winter, because that's not the time. But to rest and to be planting, thinking about the seeds we want to plant in the spring. All right? Okay, let's see. If you chose number 2, let's see what's going to come up for you. This one. Let's see. Rest and rejuvenate. All right. This is a mental border card. So mentally, and this is emotionally, be patient, right? And then mentally, rest and rejuvenate. Some of us need to be told this is necessary for your health and well-being and overall fulfillment in life. If you do not honor these stages, then other illness and situations and problems will get thrown in. And sometimes if you don't listen to the message to rest and rejuvenate, the universe might pull the rug out from underneath your feet, knock you on your butt, cause some sort of injury, so that you are forced to rest. Has that happened to any of you out there? It's like, oh, I'm so busy, and then you're forcing the stress and the busyness like it's a badge of honor, but it's not. It's a misleading thing that society's put out there, and it's not really, truly beneficial. So if you've been on that train of thought for way too long, maybe you need to get off it and find a new thought and belief system that's going to serve you better. That message is very loud and clear. Rest and rejuvenate mentally and physically, but mostly up here. Turn it off. Delete those files. Some of them been running so long. They're such old records. They gotta go. They got to go. Been whining and singing the same old song for years? Trust me. Delete, delete, delete. It's time to sing a new song. Aren't you tired of listening to your old whining, your old complaints? It's time for a new tune. A happy tune. Name that tune. Oh, Grumpy and Miserable. Recorded in 1900 and been singing it ever since. Come on, let it go. Let it go. It's like, you got 100 new songs out this year, and the person you're hanging out with wants to play everything from the 1950s every day. It's like, can we listen to anything new? We need something new. Quit singing the "Everybody Done Me Some Wrong" song. If you chose number 3, oh wow, look at this one. Trapped in fear. This is a mental card as well. So, I know this one too. It's so many people get trapped in fear-based thoughts. And again, scratch the record, rip it off the player, and throw it in the garbage. You need to get these thoughts out of here. And no thought's better than those thoughts. So if you're trapped in fear-based thoughts, go onto YouTube and find some, meditative programming, something that says, sleep listening to this for 8 hours and wake up in a peaceful mood. There's so many out there. I found quite a few. So you got to find one that sits and soothes with you. Find the ones that don't have the ads, and the ones that play for 6 to 8 hours, and play them in the background. Turn off some of the TV or movies or games that you're usually plugging into. So you got to change lanes. So unplug from what you're usually plugging into Unplug from that. Unplug from that. Unplug from all of it if you can. Seriously. Unplug from all of it. Go outside for a walk in nature and get away from all the noise if you can. If you can, do that. If it's winter where you are, well, bundle up. Go outside. You'll be all by yourself because nobody else is going to go. I wanted to go and enjoy some solitude today, and I went outside for a walk. Well, I'm house sitting, farm sitting, so there's 20 cats and 2 dogs following me. There's no getting no quiet time here by yourself. But I kind of like the 4-legged furry friends for company. They're all enjoying the sun, and it's like, where are we going? They're just following me around the yard. That got me out of my thinking, right? Go outside, get some fresh air, focus on something that does brighten your day. Watching the cats and the dogs. Appreciating that the temperature is above 0 because it's been in the -20s and quite cold. So the weather cheered me up. Sometimes it's just something as simple as that. Like I'm outside. I'm able to walk. I can breathe. I can go for a walk around the neighborhood. I've got my health. I woke up in a bed with a roof over my head. These are things to be extremely grateful for. Because in the past few years, there have been moments and places and times when I didn't know for sure if I was going to have that. So wherever you are today, whatever the message for you is, whether you're stuck in the waiting game, emotionally waiting for the next chapter or for whatever chapter you're in to end, for something to be done or someone to move or something to get out of the way. Just breathe and get grounded. Breathe and get grounded and focus on the peace being grounded. If you've picked number 2, rest and rejuvenate your mind. Get some of those toxic thoughts out of there. Find a new meditation or something to reroute your brain. And same if you've been trapped in fear. Maybe send a message to somebody and say, hey, I'm stuck in my head. And I don't know, I'm going around in circles, Help me get out of my head. Make me laugh or, let me spill. And maybe I don't want you to fix everything, but just listen so I can spit it all out. And maybe when I dump it all out of my head, while someone else is there to witness it, it will be easier to figure out how the next puzzle piece will fit into the picture. Because when it's all just stuck up in here and you're not releasing it, it's hard to get a clear picture. It's like trying to do a puzzle while all the pieces are still in the box. You can't do it. You gotta dump them all out. You gotta look at all the pieces. And sometimes you just need someone else to look at it from the other side of the table and go, well, from over here, it looks like you could do A, B, and C. Instead of trying to do D, F, G, B, C, A, and then wondering why J's not here. Sometimes we get in our own way and we just need to spit it all out in a safe space with someone who we know is not going to judge us. Someone who isn't going to hold the information against you, right? You need a life coach or an intuitive coach or someone who's going to help you tune into your inner life coach, your inner wise guy, right? We all have that. Some of us are just a little more, we're not as sure about the messages that we're getting. So sometimes we just need a little more guidance to help us be more secure and confident that we are tuning into our inner wise guidance. I help other people with that, right? So if you're interested in having a one-on-one reading or session with me, then send me a direct message, comment below, and I'll connect with you. You can email me. My email address is smilingconnections@gmail.com, and we can set up a one-on-one session. So, how I shine and thrive is helping others shine and thrive, to be an inspiration, to be an uplifting, to help you see the brighter spots that you might not necessarily see in your own world. So that's it, that's all. Those are the messages for today. And I know there's a lot of us out here feeling all of these. The new year is here. We're clearing out the ends of the year of the snake and getting ready for the year of the fire horse. So honor where you are. And by communicating and connecting with others, we can uplift and share where we feel stuck. And hey, you know what? I can see that you feel stuck. I have some ideas that might help you. And then by opening up and sharing some of my ideas, maybe, vice versa, we can help each other. Sharing is caring. Smiles to all of you out there. Sorry haven't been on here much, but it's like, hey, life just threw me one snowy curveball after another, and I just didn't feel like I was in the place to be sharing publicly. I mean, I was ugly crying and everything. It wasn't pretty. It's just, it's been a little scary. And I just want anyone else out there who's trapped in fear and not knowing what's coming next to know that you're not alone. Count your blessings. Today, you're okay. And we have to trust that things are lining up so that tomorrow will be okay too. And then the next day is going to be even better and better and better. Smiles to you. It's me, Dana. How do I stop this? This is the hard part. I never know how to finish the video. Nope. That's not it.